The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
General West. Hey, we got a seal.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Off play action. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No, that ain't gonna happen. Why would they shoot Drew Brees coming back right?
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's crashing. He's checking. Three.
Mariota to throw it this time. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On now is the Packers punter. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Watch out for that nigga named Chug.
Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Oh, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey. Pilot, 64, weak. Yes. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Who are you talking to?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it.
Oh,
Boy,
no.
is he close. Did
How
he
did that
get
nigga
there?
get in there?
No, they're going to say he's short the
Damn.
line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football
right
back
through
in
my lines,
excellent
yo.
field position.
That dude got all that block shit, ran right through.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Damn.
Check. Fresno.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. Tackle was made by Joel Iyebuniwe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 27, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check.
Hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Damn.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
Running,
end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hey, Alpha.
Off the play fake. Eason. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That was you're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Man, I'm having a hard time with these.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Where are they, team?
Recon, 132 fight.
One. Where are they?
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Come on.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
This nigga 8 yards.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Man, this Packers team is just handling these Bears.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
No, I'm talking about in the other league. I just smoked your boy Grizzly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I needed that. Why they can't pick up the ball and freaking go score?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Look at me. Go. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now they try the right side here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Greystone travel.
Quick the edge. Go.
Hey! Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Off play action. Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Eason. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he is. He ripped. He got a six-pack. 300 pounds with a six-pack.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Hey, Zoo!
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Come on.
Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On 1st down, Benjamin. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Oh, man.
And he will get this
Left
into
him
the end
one-on-one.
zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Give me a block, baby.
Go! 15 line. 15 line.
Check three. Watch the safety creep.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
Like that.
Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll try to throw now. Mariota.
Take that!
A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
See what I'm saying, fat boy?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Coming after you. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Ricky. No. Off.
Oh, look at this shit, man.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I gotta get 2.
Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That damn number 44 be on my ass, man. Straight up.
Ready, ready. General West.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Deep grip.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Come on, baby. Chicago.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
You don't want this.
Yeah. I got that backup quarterback.
Now they're trying
man.
the right side here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. And he's going to find his man.
Oh, no, look
That's
at that.
complete. And this is going to be Packer football.
I can't win for losing, man.
So they needed to try if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
On the ready.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
I ain't gonna try to waste the clock.
Watch the back. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
See that monster punt? Oh, that's at the 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff looking right. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That one goes for 24 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
2nd and 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Every time I throw it to that nigga, man.
Alexander, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's coming, double up. Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Now.
Off the play fake. Eason. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
80 weapons. Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tally there.